Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D-Max, so let's talk. All right, it's in. Rajon Rondo will be heading back to the Lakers. They will be reuniting, and they're going to make a run for a championship this year. I see they're trying to stack this team. They're acquiring all of these different people through trades, and I said it a while back that they should have never got rid of Rondo in the first place. Whenever they gutted their core of all the young players and then they got rid of Rondo, they got rid of their true facilitator. That's exactly what was missing on their team, is a true facilitator, and Rajon Rondo is a true facilitator. He's on the back end of his contract, and he's also getting a little older and about to be heading out the door pretty soon. So it would be best to have a veteran point guard who's been to the big championship before. He knows what it takes to win. We saw how he was mentoring Ja Morant last season. And so, yeah, this is a good move for LA. I think it'll work for them. Rondo brings an aspect that LeBron definitely needs. But how is that going to work with Westbrook? Westbrook and Rondo's attitude on the same team? I don't know about that, man. That's a little questionable right there, because we know that Rajon Rondo has his own attitude, and Russell Westbrook, self-explanatory. His name in itself is a meme for bad attitude. So how are we going to have this group together and get these guys to work together and play their role and play their position and not ask for the ball all the time? This is going to be real interesting to watch this Lakers team. This reminds me of back in the day when the Redskins, Redskins, sorry about that, but the Washington football team back in the days, they got Deion Sanders, they got quite a few other players. They tried to make a super team, and all they did was waste a lot of money and didn't even get a playoff berth out of it. So, we see time and time again where teams will throw a lot of money into a few players thinking that that's what it's going to take. I'm going to tell you this. Having a bunch of stars on the team is not going to make that a great team. They can still be beat by a team who plays well together. Now, let's see. That's going to be the storyline. Are these guys going to be able to play together well enough to win a championship? I don't think so. That's just my personal opinion, because Anthony Davis is going to have the ball a certain amount of times. LeBron definitely is going to have the ball a certain amount of times. Russell Westbrook will have the ball a certain amount of times, no matter who says what. And it's not going to be like with J.R. Smith. Let LeBron come over there and get in Russell Westbrook's face talking about why you didn't pass it to me or this or that. It's going to be a big issue. It's going to be similar to the Kevin Durant and Draymond Green issue that came up. Why you didn't give me the ball? I could have made that shot. So what's going to happen in those situations whenever somebody takes the last shot and they lose the game? Is everybody else going to pile up on him and gang up on that guy and be like, hey, you would have gave me the ball, we would have won? Or, there's so many different aspects that's going to go into this, because all of these big egos that you have trying to coexist on the same team is definitely going to bring about some drama, some toxicity, and then you're in LA. So there's a lot that's expected out of LA, and we know that if you don't produce for LA, you're gone. Period, point blank. If you don't believe me, ask Dennis Schroeder. Ask Montrezl Harrell. Ask Kyle Kuzma. If you do not produce, then you have to go. So, with most of these guys on the back end of their contracts, like a Rondo, I wouldn't really say Westbrook because he's one of the youngest guys that's on that team at about 32 years old. But you have AD, he's only got so many years left on his knees. Who else? Oh, Carmelo Anthony as well. He's on his way out the door. Dwight Howard on his way out the door. So all of these guys are going to be one-year guys. This is not going to be a long-term thing. Even if they do win a championship, this is not going to be a dynasty because a lot of these guys are not going to last for the next 3 or 4 years. I'll tell you about 3 out of 5 of those guys are going to be gone in the next 2 to 3 years. Whether it be the injuries or just old age or whatever the case may be. These guys are on that last leg. So this is going to definitely be something to keep an eye on. And we're going to see what other moves they're going to make to try and make this squad more solid, because I'm not buying it right now. I'm really not buying it. It's like they're trying to build a super team and it's not going to work. So that's all I really have on that topic. Everybody look into that for yourself. Don't just take my word for anything. Go and search the information for yourself. And we can come back later and we can discuss this. I knew Rondo, they should have never got rid of him in the first place. It was a good idea to bring him back. But I don't think they have the right mix of old and young. This is what teams survive on. They'll have their older team players who are established and have been there for a while, and they're shaping up to be mentors. And then you have the mentees, who are the young guys who are coming in trying to establish themselves in the league, and these older guys mentor them, teach them everything that they knew and their chemistry and their camaraderie and how they played their role, and teach that to the younger guys so they can carry on the legacy of that team. But a lot of teams nowadays, they're all about the here and now. So they're not going to waste any time to try to develop anybody. Lakers. And so we're going to continue to have an issue, and there will be no more dynasties. Milwaukee Bucks will not be a dynasty. The Lakers won't be a dynasty. Celtics won't be a dynasty. You name any team. There's no more dynasties because everybody is in the here and now, and they want a quick fix as far as championships go. So that's all I really have to say on that topic. This is your boy D-Mac. Like I say, sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you.